The idea that humans can control the weather is not new. For centuries, people have wished for rain during droughts. They have hoped for sunshine for harvests. This desire is understandable. Weather deeply impacts our lives, our food, and our safety. So the thought of controlling it is very appealing. It offers a sense of power over an often unpredictable force. Conspiracy theories about weather manipulation take this desire a step further. They suggest that such control already exists. Not only that, but they claim it is used secretly. These theories often involve powerful, shadowy groups. These groups supposedly use weather control for harmful purposes. The narratives can be quite elaborate. They weave together bits of science, observation, and a lot of imagination. Understanding these theories means looking at what they claim and why people might find them believable. Scientists do study small-scale weather modification. Cloud seeding is one example. It attempts to induce rain or snow in limited areas. However, this is very different from controlling global weather patterns. Let's separate fact from fiction. Weather manipulation conspiracy theories are diverse. They cover a wide range of supposed activities. Some theories claim governments can create or steer hurricanes. Others suggest they can cause earthquakes or tsunamis. The common thread is the belief in intentional, large-scale weather control. This control is always depicted as being hidden from the public. The secrecy itself is often presented as proof of wrongdoing. The alleged motives behind this secret weather control vary. Some theories propose military applications, for example, using weather as a weapon against enemy nations. Others suggest economic manipulation. This could mean causing droughts to affect crop prices. Still others point to more sinister global depopulation agendas. One of the most prominent claims involves secret government programs. HAARP, the High-Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, is often mentioned. HAARP was a research facility in Alaska studying the ionosphere. Conspiracy theorists, however, claim it is a weather control weapon. They link it to everything from floods to mind control. Despite HAARP's stated research goals and open data, these beliefs persist. These theories often sound like science fiction plots. However, they are presented as factual accounts of reality. The chemtrail conspiracy theory is perhaps the most widespread. It is a cornerstone of many weather manipulation beliefs. Proponents of this theory believe that the white trails left by airplanes are not just water vapor. They assert these trails are actually chemtrails. These chemtrails supposedly contain harmful chemical or biological agents. These agents are allegedly sprayed deliberately for various nefarious purposes. According to the theory, these sprayed substances have many goals. Some believe they are for weather modification on a grand scale. Others think they are for solar radiation management, a form of geoengineering. More extreme versions claim they are for mind control or to cause illness. The visual evidence cited is the persistence of these white trails. Sometimes the trails spread out to form wispy, cloud-like formations. Believers often share photographs and videos of these trails. They point to grid patterns in the sky as evidence of systematic spraying operations. The term chemtrail itself was coined to distinguish these supposed trails from normal contrails. It implies a deliberate act of chemical dispersal with harmful intent. Science offers a clear explanation for the white trails left by airplanes. These are called condensation trails, or contrails. They are formed when hot, humid exhaust from jet engines mixes with cold, low-pressure air. This typically happens at high altitudes. The water vapor in the exhaust freezes. It then condenses into tiny ice crystals. These ice crystals create the visible white lines we see. The appearance and persistence of contrails depend on atmospheric conditions. Factors like temperature, humidity, and wind shear play a big role. If the air is very dry, contrails will dissipate quickly. If the air is moist, the ice crystals can persist. They can even spread out and form cirrus-like clouds. Numerous scientific studies have analyzed the composition of contrails. They have also investigated the claims of chemtrails. These studies have found no evidence of unusual or harmful substances being deliberately sprayed. The materials found are consistent with jet engine exhaust and atmospheric particles. There is no credible scientific data supporting the existence of chemtrails as described by conspiracy theorists. The consensus is clear. The scale of weather systems is immense. A single hurricane can release energy equivalent to many nuclear bombs. To control such systems would require unimaginable amounts of energy. it would also require technology far beyond anything that currently exists. While small-scale weather modification like cloud seeding is real, it has limited effects. Cloud seeding involves dispersing substances like silver iodide into clouds. This can sometimes enhance precipitation locally, under very specific conditions. However, cloud seeding cannot create clouds from nothing. It cannot steer hurricanes or stop major storm systems. The idea that secret programs can manipulate weather on a continental or global scale is not supported by physics. There is no known technology capable of such feats. If such technology existed, its development and deployment would be incredibly difficult to hide. Conspiracy theories often point to HAARP as a weather control device. Scientists have consistently stated that HAARP had no capability to control or manipulate weather systems. Its power output was far too low to influence the vast energy of weather. The burden of proof lies with those making the extraordinary claim. If the scientific evidence against weather manipulation conspiracies is so strong, why do people believe them? One major reason is a deep-seated distrust of authorities. This can include governments, corporations, and even scientific institutions. When people feel that authorities are not transparent or honest, they may look for alternative explanations. Conspiracy theories offer these alternative narratives. They often portray the believer as having special knowledge. This knowledge is supposedly hidden from the general public. Misinterpretation of natural phenomena also plays a significant role. Unusual cloud formations, strange weather patterns, or even the normal appearance of contrails can be seen as suspicious. Without a good understanding of atmospheric science, it is easy to attribute these to unnatural causes. Confirmation bias then kicks in. People tend to seek out and remember information that confirms their existing beliefs. They may ignore evidence that contradicts their theories. This reinforces their conviction. Psychological factors contribute as well. Humans are wired to find patterns. In the past, spreading unconventional ideas was more difficult. It relied on pamphlets, books, or word of mouth. Today, social media platforms have revolutionized how information spreads. This includes misinformation and conspiracy theories. These platforms allow stories to reach vast audiences very quickly. They often bypass traditional gatekeepers like journalists or scientific reviewers. This speed and reach can make false narratives seem more prevalent than they are. Social media algorithms can create echo chambers or filter bubbles. These systems are designed to show users content they are likely to engage with. If someone shows interest in one conspiracy theory, the algorithm may show them more. This can lead individuals down a rabbit hole. They become surrounded by information that confirms their beliefs. They are shielded from dissenting views or factual corrections. The visual nature of platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok is particularly suited to spreading chemtrail theories. Users can easily share photos and videos of contrails. The emotional impact of these visuals can be strong. Belief in weather manipulation conspiracies is not just a harmless eccentricity. It can have serious, real-world consequences. During natural disasters like hurricanes or wildfires, misinformation can spread rapidly. If people believe these events are deliberately caused, they may not trust official warnings. They might not follow evacuation orders. This can put lives at risk. It diverts attention from real safety measures and preparedness efforts. Scientists and meteorologists who try to debunk these theories often face harassment. They can receive threats online or even in person. This can create a chilling effect. It may discourage experts from engaging publicly on these topics. When scientific voices are silenced or ignored, misinformation can flourish more easily. This is detrimental to public understanding of science. It also harms the individuals who are targeted for simply doing their jobs and communicating facts. These conspiracy theories can also distract from real environmental issues. Climate change is a scientifically established human-caused alteration of global weather patterns. The allure of controlling the weather is strong. The idea that someone somewhere secretly wields this power is a common theme in fiction. It also fuels persistent conspiracy theories. However, when we examine the claims of large-scale weather manipulation, they crumble under scrutiny. The chemtrail theory, for example, mistakes ordinary condensation trails for something sinister. The science of contrails is well understood and offers a perfectly natural explanation for what we see in the sky. There is no credible scientific evidence to support claims of secret weather control programs. The technology to manipulate weather on the vast scales alleged simply does not exist. The energy requirements would be astronomical. The physics involved make such propositions implausible. Scientific organizations worldwide have consistently debunked these theories. The consensus is clear. What believers point to as proof is usually a misinterpretation of natural phenomena or normal human activity. Despite the lack of evidence, these theories persist. They are fueled by distrust of authority, a human tendency to see patterns, and the rapid spread of misinformation online. This is not harmless. Belief in weather manipulation conspiracies can lead to dangerous behavior during disasters.